Isn't it time to get away, to jump in, to tee up, to get out and explore, to stay in and indulge, to feel the inspiration of wide open spaces? Whenever you're ready for a getaway, Palm Desert is where you'll be able to do it all, safely. Find your happy pace in Palm Desert.
Hi, and welcome to Palm Desert Food and Wine Virtual Experience presented by the City of Palm Desert. Today we have a great demo for you straight from Palm Desert, California. We are at Wildest Restaurant and Bar, known for great drinks and delicious food. We hope that you enjoyed today's demo, and please know that tickets are on sale currently for Palm Desert Food and Wine 2023. You can purchase tickets at palmdesertfoodandwine.com. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Charissa Farley, and I can't wait to introduce you to our new and exciting project on El Paseo, Wildest Restaurant, where we do pasture-raised poultry, grass-fed meat, wild seafood, and a third of our menu is plant-based. We have an incredible Wine Spectator Award wine collection, and I'm going to introduce you to the hottest new chef in Southern California, Gladis Liz. Today, she's going to make for you a spectacular plant-based Chile Relleno. And yes, I said plant-based. And I know you can't wait to meet her. Gladys has a background in chemistry. She was raised in Mazatlan, Mexico, with open markets and a plethora of meats and cheeses and seafood. And she's exactly what El Paseo needs to bring a Napa-style, farm-to-table, fresh food experience. She is a joy for me to work with. She is after 30 years of being in construction, she is a badass female boss that I think is going to be a leader for many women in this community. She runs a tight kitchen. She works on budgeting. She works on purchasing, and of course, recipe creation. So here's how to make a plant-based Chile Relleno.
Today we're making the stuffed Chile Relleno with Jackfruit Carnitas styles. So basically we're gonna start with the sauce right now. Cut the Roma tomatoes in half, 5 of them, and then put them on a pot. Then we take the seeds out of the guajillo peppers, just break it apart and take the seeds out, all of them, shake them and put them in the pot. Everything goes in the sauce pot. Then we add the arbol chilies. Sometimes they're spicy, they're big, just use one. 6 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of, 1 jalapeno without the seeds. Take the seeds out, put the jalapeno. One small onions. Clean it. Just raw chop. Take the skin off. Then you add 1 quart of water, which is 4 cups, 32 ounces, and salt. Basically, the salt is taste, whatever you like. A little bit of oregano, and then we put it on the stove to cook. Right there. And meanwhile, we can start doing the Jackfruit Carnitas style. So we get another pot. We put the oil. And then we put it on the stove. Then we have the jackfruit. You can buy the store can or frozen, whatever you want to use. Then you have the fajita seasoning, the chipotle pepper, liquid smoke, apple cider vinegar, achiote paste, vegetable stock, lemon juice, and start stirring it to mix all the flavors together. Salt and pepper to taste. And then we start roasting the peppers. It's already rinsed. This is our poblano chile peppers or pasilla. You just take them and put them on the grill. This recipe makes 4. So you just wait until they're ready, then you put them back in the bowl and wrap it up with plastic wrap. And then we can stir in the jackfruit until the liquid is dry and kind of like shred it a little bit. Inflate the peppers. We're also gonna use black beans for this recipe, and you can buy canned beans or you can make it ahead of time because it takes a while. We're gonna chop some red onions, which I already have prepped for the plating, chop cilantro, limes. At the end of when the salsa, the guajillo salsa is almost ready, we're gonna add the cilantro and then blend it out and strain it so it's smooth. And then keep stirring this, keep making the chilies. If you don't have a grill like this, you can use like a pan on the stove, like sear them. Same thing with the tomatoes or the fajita. When the sauce is ready, you put it on the blender. Before we add the cilantro. The jackfruit is almost ready, as you can see it right here. If the liquid is like consuming and it's shredding right there. Don't forget about the peppers because they burn real quick. Once they look like this, you take it out of the stove and then you put it in a mixing bowl and cover it with plastic wrap so that way the skin comes off easy. They're not gonna be ready all together, but just wait. As soon as you put one in, it gonna like cover it up, so you start peeling them and rinse them off with water and take the seeds out. And then continue washing the rest of your ingredients. If the chipotle peppers you don't have to use the whole thing, just for flavor, so you can take it out and we just need the flavor. We don't want it to be spicy. And This is almost ready. Keep stirring the peppers. So jackfruit is almost ready. We're gonna take it out to cool it down. And then when it's cooled down, we add the vegan mozzarella and then start stuffing our peppers. Sauce usually takes like 20-25 minutes. So we're just waiting. As soon as it's ready, we blend it out. This is our jackfruit already done. We just gotta cool it down, add the cheese to it, and then portion it out for the peppers. So I'm gonna put it for a little bit in the fridge so it can cool down faster. And then continue with the rest. So the sauce is ready. You put everything in the blender. Maybe in 2 parts, then a little bit of liquid. Then we blend it and put it back on the stove. Which should look like this one right now. And then we put it back in the stove to get more flavors out of the peppers and the tomatoes. Turn it back on. And that's when you start like adding the salt and pepper to taste. And keep stirring it. It doesn't have to be a lot of time cooking, probably like 10-15 minutes. And then we keep an eye on the peppers. They're all ready. Put it in a mixing bowl. So the first one that we put in, it should be ready to peel. So basically what I do is get a little mixing bowl, put all the skin, take the skin off the pepper. And then when the skin is off, we rinse it out. Sometimes the skin doesn't come out easily, so you can start taking it off under cold water on the sink. And then we take the seeds out. Once you take all the skin off, you cut a little bit in the middle, like this. Not all the way through, because you're gonna cut the bottom part. We just wanna cut the top one. And you take all the seeds out. You can rinse this out. It will come out easier. So take them out. Sauce is ready. It's already boiling. You can see it changed color after you cook it. And it's smooth. We already strained it. Then we get all peppers. And then for the jackfruit, should be cooled down already. Has to look kind of like this. Then we add the mozzarella cheese, the vegan. Measure it out. This is gonna be for 4 chilies. So we put it back in the bowl with cheese and toss it together. And that's gonna be your stuffing for the pepper. Then we measure 4 ounces right there with a little plastic and a little cup. No, we need is 4 ounces. When you measure all of them, then you grab the pepper and then start putting all the jackfruit in, like this. Sometimes the pepper are big or small, depends. It's up to you how much you want to put in. This one looks kind of small, so it looks like overstuffed, but it's up to you. You can use less, you can use more cheese, however you want it. Then we put it on a cooking tray. And then put it in the oven for like 4 minutes. Then we take it out. When we take it out, it has to look like this. The cheese has to be melted, so that's how it's gonna look when you take it out of the oven. Then when it's ready, since it's ready, we start heating up the beans, the black beans that we have already cooked a day before, or you can use canned beans if you don't have them. They do the black beans. So you get the black beans, put it on the pan, it's already hot. Then we put a tablespoon of the red onions that we chopped, cilantro, and lime juice. Then we stir it, add a little bit of salt and pepper. Stir it just to warm it up and cook the onions and the cilantro so it doesn't taste like too oniony to you just taste salt and pepper. Then we get our serving plate to the final step. So we do, while the beans are cooking, we put the sauce on the bottom of the plate like this. This is gonna be your presentation. About 2 ounces, one and a half to 2 ounces. Spread it out with a spoon like this. Then when the beans are cooked, make sure you got on a spoon like with a little strainer so you don't get all the juice inside the plate, so it doesn't look messy. Just spread them out a little bit in the center. Drain the juice. Put it all together like this. Then we put the pepper on top of the beans. We topped it with the plant-based sour cream. It's optional if you don't want to use it, or anything that you feel like putting on top is fine. I usually use micro cilantro instead of real cilantro. If you don't have micro cilantro, we can use the cilantro leaves, put it on the top. This is micro cilantro. Now you put it on the top like this for presentation. And this is the final dish for our plant-based Chile Relleno stuffed with carnitas style jackfruit.